Hi guys, Darren from Venom Fluid Art. Thank you for joining me today. Today I figured we'd have a bit of a play with a beach swipe. So what I've got is an 8-inch MDF round. I've added pillow paint on it, which is British Paint Slow Sheen over here. Spun it right out so it coats everything. Then I've added a bit more in the middle to give it a bit of a pillow, so when I do the swipe I can get it to spread right out the way I want it to. So what we're going to do is throw some colours down that are sort of beachy. So I think I will start with like a copper colour. I'm going to lay that down here. I think that's Super Copper by Acrylic. So we'll put some of that. Just grab a tissue. Alright, start with some Solar Gold, which is another Acrylic colour. Just add a little bit of that through there. That's not Solar Gold, that's Aztec Gold. Solar Gold is a little bit brighter. So we'll get some Solar Gold. Alright, that one's Solar Gold. Definitely a bit brighter. Alright, so that's going to be our little beachy section. Then what we're going to do is add different coloured blues for the water part. So this one's a phthalo blue by Amsterdam. That I've added micro pearl and a few other bits and pieces into, like interference violet and things like that, just to give it a bit of a shimmer. What else we got? A Southern Ocean blue. That's by Matisse. Got one here that's like a greeny type blue. Can't remember the name of it for the life of me. So all we're doing is putting all different types of coloured blues down. I mean, you can do this with any colour you want, but we'll sort of make it beachy. This one's an eye candy that I've modified. Alright, so we'll add more blue. I'll go with a bit of a lighter blue down near where the shore is going to be. There's a few different ways you can do these, but this is the way I do it. Then I'm going to put some Interference Violet, which is by Acrylic. You can use Sequins by this Little Piggy if you want. does the same thing. So when you tilt that in the light, don't know whether the camera will pick that up, but it goes like a purpley blue colour. And down this bottom part we'll throw some interference gold down there. A little bit coming up into there. Alright. Now I'm not going to worry about torching the bubbles because we're going to do a swipe over it. And sometimes when you don't pop the bubbles, you get cool stuff that pops through it. As long as there's no bubbles in your pillow paint, you're good. What shall we use? We'll go with a chameleon cell activator, which is Amsterdam Lamp Black mixed with Australian Floetrol, and there are chameleon pigments that are mixed in with it. So if you want to see how they're made, just look at the video number on the screen now and that'll show you. Alright, so little palette knife, I'm going to go like that through that section of it. Wipe the palette knife off. I'm going to get some Amsterdam titanium white mixed with Australian Floetrol. Like that. Put some of that on there. We might put a little bit of blue cell activator down, which is Amsterdam Phthalo Blue mixed with Australian Floetrol. Like that. And a little dot of chameleon here and there. Like so. Then what I'm going to do is grab the palette knife and go through one way, smudge it back through the other way, like that. Wipe the palette knife off. That way it's nice and clean for next time you want to use it. Right, before I spin that out, now I torch the bubbles. Just make sure you keep the torch far enough away from the paint. That way it doesn't overheat it, doesn't skin it. If you don't want to use a torch, that's all good, no biggie. Just grab yourself a skewer like this little dude and just go through and pin pop any little bubbles that you see, like that one there. Alright, I think we'll give that one a bit of a spin. Let's see what happens. Take that one off, put that there. So I'm going to go for the center to start with of the spinner. Now you can check that just by going slow. You'll see it wobble, so you stop it where the high spot is. Half the distance. It's pretty close, a little bit more. That's pretty good. So just going to go slow, let the paint do its thing, that way you don't distort all your cells that you've got going on. If you spin too fast, you'll distort them all. You end up all a weird shape. So go little bit by little bit. Now, if you want more of this to come off, so you're left with the more blue, all you do is move it on your spinner so that it spins out oddly. So what we'll do is move that down a little bit. So now all the weight of the paint is going to want to come this direction. So pop a few more bubbles while we're here. Now if you've got any that's popped up and they're white, just use the end of your skewer, tap on it, and they disappear. If you want to, you can add some little wavy bits into here. Alright, give that a spin. Now you see how all the paint is coming off this edge now. Where's the camera? There. So it's full down here of paint where everything's moved across. Pop any little bubbles you got. Alright, we'll pop that one up. Always scrape off underneath. That way the weight of the paint dripping off doesn't distort the pattern on the top. Also, make sure you put it somewhere perfectly level. So check your level of where you're going to sit it to dry. Otherwise, everything goes bleh, off to one side. Alright, so that there. So there's the bottom part. So in the light, that colour shifts like crazy. And that's how I do a beach swipe. Alright guys, that was just a quickie for today. If that's any help to you, click like, share and subscribe. Ring the notification bell. That way you get to see all the videos I do as I release them. Thank you for joining me and have fun. Take care. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.